I don't miss certain emotional perspective zones so much as I end up back in them, and all of a sudden, it's definitely the internet that facilitates it. The idea of if you are open-minded enough to be able to, I don't know, be interested in vastly different worlds, you can go from here to there to there, and it's like traveling in space. This is some idea that I got yesterday from something. I don't know. I don't even know what it is. I guess I'm just tripping on the internet, and I think I've been doing that for years and years, and it's I think it's the I'm gonna pause because I cannot think. It's like the blessing and the curse, or the privilege and the condemnation of somebody who has a lot of free time in 2017. And maybe not everyone has technology, but most people are going to have the internet around and YouTube or something to just trip on. And it does have to do with like having a lot of time. So there's definitely a correlation between people who don't have jobs and people who are conspiracy theorists. Because it's not that, I guess on this level, it's not that conspiracies can or can't exist. It's just, do you have enough time to think about that stuff? Do you have enough time to go down the rabbit holes? So I've had this, just a few weeks off for the holiday, and this used to be like, if I was unemployed and just had a few classes to go to or something, or I had a job that was infrequent, and I was single and alone a lot, you can just trip like crazy, and you can trip through your own mind a lot. But the internet is the craziest drugs of all time. It's no wonder that kids do less drugs, or like drugs are less and less used, and it's like we've always had this as a species, something that we can trip on. So like shamans would trip on something, and people get drunk, and the need for alternate states of consciousness. And now kids aren't doing drugs anymore as much, according to some study that I heard somewhere, probably on the internet, which is drugs in itself. Yeah, I mean, it's like, I can say, like, I can't imagine what it would be like to be on these kinds of drugs. And no wonder that, the people who are fans of Robert Anton Wilson will say things like, we're all in Chapel Perilous now. And Chapel Perilous is this situation for magicians. It's an occult term, and it's like going through something that's so much of a mind fuck that Robert Anton Wilson said there's only two ways out, and one of them is you're completely agnostic about God. It's not even necessarily about God, it's just about like some magical experiences that you had, and you're completely agnostic about what happened, you don't know. Or you're stone paranoid. Those were the two options he said could come out of that. He didn't include metanoia, but that's another one too, and I think that's certainly been experienced by me, and I think that's the best option. I think it's even better than skepticism, but you can still go through all of them, or you can have all of them. How did I get here? Yeah, how did I get here with the topic of this video, and how did I get into this specific state of mind tonight? It's just a trip. And if you've ended up at this video, it's an honor to be part of your trip. Oh my God. I guess it's just the contrast from yesterday. Like, in the physical world, I was doing the exact same thing, exact same place, exact same computer. But because of the things I put in my mind tonight, I feel like I'm trying to figure out why everyone is interacting with me differently today. It's strange. And it's like I'm in a different state of mind. I know that I'm in a different state of mind, totally affected by what I've been watching online, and which was started by some things that happened during the day that were different in physical matter reality. Some things changed. So you know, like trying to like scientifically parse all this out and figure out why are things happening the way that they're happening, and why am I in this specific emotional perspective zone? How did I get here? And perhaps it's like a chapel perilous in itself. It's like, how did I get here? And what is this place?